Hey, what is going on, guys? Today we got a harness from Sparco that we're gonna be installing into the BR. Here's the harness. Comes in this sweet blue box. This is all it comes with. User's manual. Got one shoulder harness on one side. Looks like a lap. There's this another lap one. And then the center lock right here. So it also comes with these eye bolts right here. Comes with 4 of them to mount, each shoulder belt and each lap belt. But the way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna use my harness bar since I have one. I'll show you guys right now. All right, so don't mind it. I just got the car back from paint. And those are the old headlights, and I have a video on that. So here is my harness bar. Gonna be wrapping the shoulder ones onto here. I'm gonna be mounting one of the lap ones right here maybe, and then the other one is gonna go right here because we're gonna have to make a hole to mount that eye bolt to, since there's nothing to mount on this side unless you have aftermarket seats with seat rails that have a loop for that. Before we take off the seat, I'm going to show you what I'm doing for the trans side. I got a piece of flat stock here, not too crazy thick, with one of the eye bolts and a matching nut on the opposite side to hold it. What I think I'm going to do is have only the eyelet on this side, put the plate on the other side of the metal from the trans tunnel, and then bolt it down like that, so it looks a lot cleaner with just this showing. So to start off from taking off the seat, climb all the way back. This one's a little mangled because I had to replace this bolt because they used, sorry, let me focus it, E10 bolts, which look like this, the socket. Kind of annoying. Instead of using regular bolts, these strip it a little easy, but since I replaced this one, it's easier to come out. Alright, so I got the first one out, 3 more to go. I'll start back up again once I got this thing out. Alright guys, so this is what connects underneath the seat, the plug for the airbag, and then the plug for the seat belt. But since I have a track box, I don't have to worry about seat belt time. But that is for another video if you guys want to see the stuff that's done to my car. But for right now, we're gonna worry about this harness and getting this thing in, because I definitely want to see how this thing looks with a harness in it. Alright, so I'm gonna start by taking off this side right here. Let me see if I can make this work without the spacer or something. Make it look tighter, and then use the eye bolt for this side. Alright, so I got the first eye bolt in. I think I'm gonna relocate the stock belt right above the seat rail with the spacer that it came with, and have it that way so I can still retain the stock one and use that on the street instead of the harness everywhere, because that is not safe if you use a harness everywhere. You can actually die from that. Unless you got a Hans device and a helmet on at all times, you'll be safe. But street driving with the harness is not recommended, so that's why I'm gonna do it this way so I can use my stock seat belt still. Alright, so I took it back apart right there just for my safety. I'm gonna put a little bit of blue Loctite on it, and then I'm gonna tighten it down with the crescent wrench. Alright, so now it's on there, tightened down with the crescent wrench. I measured it from here and also from as low as I can get it, down there, and I measured up this way, and I came up right here, and then I took my knife and I made a little X right on it so I can just peel it back and put a hole in it right here, and then put it back together like that and tuck it underneath the eye bolt, so it looks like I never really cut the carpet to fit that through. Alright, so I know it's not ideal. I put the car on these ramps so I can get underneath, but I know it's not ideal to you know, just drill holes and not see where you're going, but I had to somehow make like a reference point for myself, so I did a small pilot hole. I'm gonna see down there if anything else is in the way. If not, I'm gonna drill it all out so I can put in the other anchor bolt. So since I figured out nothing is behind that, I'm just gonna step it up to this one after I did the pilot hole, and then put that eye bolt with that, tuck that nicely, put the seat back in, wrap the shoulder straps around that, and then go for adjustment from there and trying to put it all back together with the way I mentioned previously. Alright, so I got the other one in. I'm gonna start loosely mocking up the shoulder harnesses so I could see about how much I'll need. So I'll do that, and then I'll put the seat back in, and we can do some test fitting from there. Alright guys, so here are the lap belts. So this one doesn't have the cam lock on it. This one does right here, if you can see that. So we're just gonna take this one and we're gonna put it right here, just like so. And then it'll come up, it'll adjust right here. Then it'll come up and connect with this cam lock gear over here, just like that. This second one we're gonna put right where I have you guys mounted is directly below, like right here. So let me do that real quick. Snap in like that. Adjustments right in front, right there. And those two are on. And now we're gonna do the shoulder straps. Alright, so I got these on. I zip tied the ends up. I would show you guys how to do this, but there's a shitload of videos on how to do this. So just YouTube, you know, fuck. Alright, so I got these on. Got them tucked up. Hopefully I got the size right. I kind of based the length about where I sit at. This seat's all the way back. I sit like a little more forward than this, so hopefully this is good enough. Kind of based it about where, it might be a little close, but hopefully there's room for adjustment. If not, then I'll just redo this and make it a little more tighter, but you won't know. You gotta start somewhere. So now I'm gonna put the seat back in, make sure everything's buttoned up tight, and then I'm gonna go for test fitting and see how that goes. Alright guys, so I got it all back in together. I had to readjust it because it was too low on this side. So there it is, adjusted a little bit better, tied in back there. Getting this clip in right here to clip into the eye bolt way down there was a mission. So for reference, if you guys are trying to do it off of this video, probably might want to figure out something else for that eye bolt, or maybe just give this side enough slack and move it back into this corner right here, right where my finger's at, so it's easier accessible. Because I put the seat back in with this in it, and it wasn't lining up here, and it wasn't very easy to get these bolts back in, but I managed. I mean, I don't have a 1/4 inch right now, so I had, like, you know, this much extra space that would have been freed up if I had a 1/4 inch to fit on this side and that side. but it worked. I mean, I got it, and it's all secured right to the length. It feels good. Seat position, I was kind of limited because I have the stock seat still, and these hit that right there, and it hits the eye bolt on the bottom of this plastic on the other side. But it's okay because that's literally where I sit at. Like, if anything, it's like one notch forward, but I can reach the pedals and everything feels comfy. When you're doing stuff like this, you want to make sure everything feels comfy and it feels right at home when you're doing it. So yeah, there it is. If you guys got any questions about anything, or anything you guys want to see about the car, I'm thinking about doing a walk around, so let me know if you guys want to do that, and I will get to that next weekend because I have a normal job and I want to try and start doing this YouTube stuff on the side. So if you want, drop a like, leave a comment, tell me how you feel. If this thing looks solid. If it doesn't, I think it looks sweet. It flows with the car. I'm trying to keep everything kind of, you know, all one thing in the inside. Keep it low key a little bit, but have its own flair. I'm gonna change that out because that's disgusting. I think I might just change that for a black one or something. Same thing with that, like Alcantara or something, because this ain't that is not the move anymore. It makes it look out of place on a car that I'm trying to, I don't know, just give my own flair. And I thought that was pretty cool, but it's starting to fall apart and stuff, and yeah, not a fan of it anymore. I think it's time to switch it up. I also went with these Sparco's harnesses as well, because I have that Sparco steering wheel as well. And hopefully soon here I'll be getting a Sparco seat as well, and then I'll be working on getting rails and sliders so I can be able to mount that, because it's just gonna be a regular fiberglass bucket seat. So yeah, that's it for right now. Thanks guys for watching. Till next time.